Hi everybody, my name is Robyn and today I'll be discussing why we deserve better. So, it's been 2 years since the pandemic started. Life has been hard, schools are still closed, people have lost their jobs, and the number of COVID cases are evidently rising. People are dying, thousands are sick, and our hospitals are exercising at their fullest capacities. Our medical frontliners are underpaid, overworked, and at their last stand. The pandemic has changed the course of our lives, and the future just seems a little bit bleak. We have undergone ECQ, GCQ, MECQ, or whatever they want to call it, while dealing with this pandemic. The Philippines has acquired loans worth trillions, yet its COVID response has been severely, if not completely, lacking. Speaking candidly, in these trying times, we need to call on our leaders to listen to us, because resiliency should not be the answer towards problems that can be met with solutions. It's their duty to serve the Philippine people and to protect them foremost, and we deserve better because clearly this isn't the first time we've been neglected. So I'm shuffling over to Sarabeth to hear what she has to say about the topic at hand.
Yolanda crisis. In November of 2013, the Philippines was struck by Typhoon Haiyan, more commonly known as Typhoon Yolanda, one of the most powerful typhoons in recent history, reached Category 5 with a maximum sustained wind of 314 km per hour. It destroyed thousands of structures and claimed at least 6,300 lives. The disastrous aftermath of the typhoon was caused by multiple shortcomings. There was a lack of effective disaster response and debris reduction that result in the massive death toll, and an even worse relief operation wherein they failed to deliver urgent help. Despite the overwhelming foreign aid we received, help did not effectively reach the survivors of Typhoon Yolanda due to various issues regarding politics, transit, and mishandling, which result in millions worth of food spoilage.
Another incident of neglect is the situation of the Lumads. The Katawang Lumad are a group of indigenous people who live in the southern Mindanao region of the Philippines. The Lumad have a long-standing ancestral concept of land ownership that is based on communal private property. In July of 2017, President Duterte accused Lumad schools of teaching children to rebel against the government and threatened to bomb them using the army and the air force. As of March 2019, at least 73 of 228 Lumad schools in Mindanao have been closed and demolished. This shows a clear infringement of the Lumad community's rights to life, education, and freedom to expression. And currently, at least 4 years after being red-tagged by President Duterte, the Lumad are still fighting for their lands while the government insists on suppression as opposed to addressing the problem. The lack of government response is not a new challenge. Thousands of lives have been already lost without just cause. It's time that we raise our standards and advocate for good governance. Let your voice be heard. Demand transparency, accountability, responsiveness, and equity. When faced with injustice, silence empowers the oppressor. If our grievances are heard by the right people, change can take place. Wake up, speak up, and spark change around you.
Thank you so much for that, Ralf. So it's pretty clear by now that a better tomorrow starts by acting now. We can organize community forums to raise our concerns to the people in charge. If the local government units, like the barangay captains, are able to listen to the needs of the community and allow them to make themselves heard, they can act accordingly to address these issues and raise them to the appropriate people. In this way, change is more attainable, and it is as long as you believe it to be.
Another thing we can do is to place the right people to lead and listen to experts. Representation is important, and having a pool of various fields can allow them to handle problems more effectively and efficiently. This can be done by placing experts to lead departments according to the areas of specialization. Having them work together can help them provide solutions to complicated problems whilst taking various perspectives into account.
One does not need to change the way the world spins to create a ripple of change. Be informed, speak up, and spark the change around you.
You have our utmost thanks, everyone. Thank you so much, and I hope you learned a little something today.